Assalamualaikum and hi guys. Can being drunk or on drug be a legal defense? So in Malaysia we have section 85 and 86 of the penal code which is specifically explain the rules. So first and foremost we have section 85 which is for involuntary intoxication. So this is happen when someone is forced to drink. So in this case, the law may accuse you because you didn't choose to being in that situation or circumstances. Furthermore, we have the section 86 which is for voluntary intoxication. If you choose to drink, you are responsible for your action. However, the court will still check you if you had the intent to commit the crimes. In short, the law protects who was forced, but not to who chose to commit the crime. So let's take a look and quite interesting case.
Hello bro, are you up tonight?
Yeah, sure. Why not? But wait for me, I will come to you.
Okay, I'm waiting for you.
A few moments later.
Hey bro.
Oh.
Everything bro.
Yeah, thank you. How are you guys? Good.
Hey, we're fine, we're good. Have a drink.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Wait.
Okay, you all already watched the illustration case, right? So, the respondent was charged under committing murder under section 300 clause D of penal code, which is punishable under the section 302 of penal code. The respondent was drunk after he took 5th or 6th glass of beer. Now, we ask AIRELL to get more information about this case. Yo, AIRELL,
What?
Can you explain further about this case?
Oh, about the case.
Yes, about this case.
So basically, at the High Court, the respondent claimed that at the time he showed the disease, he claimed that he has hypoglycemia. However, the court reacted that with the claim he has the hypoglycemia, the court received a report that at that time there's no record showing that he has a low blood sugar. So, after the respondent failed to prove the reason, he used another reason. He bring the intoxication reason at that time. So, the main issue in this case is not whether the respondent has the intention to kill the disease, but the main reason in this case is where the court need to see whether the respondent acknowledge if he act with pointing the gun and shoot at the disease will cause death to the disease. That's all.
Oh, thank you, AIRELL. Now, do you think this case was stopped here? No, not yet. The public prosecutor bring this case, appeal this case to the Court of Appeal. Now, let's ask someone to explain further what happened in the Court of Appeal.
So what actually happened? The Court of Appeal. They are in improve the case, but there are only two we discuss here. The first one is whether the late trial judge before was correct in reducing the charge murder to section 304 clause B. And the second one is whether intoxication can be relied as a defense. So public prosecution bring two arguments here. The first one is intoxication in this station was self-induced. The accused bring the bill with his will. And the second one is intoxication cannot generally be a defense unless it falls under section 85 clause 2 and 86 clause 1. So what the Court of Appeal do? So the court held that it disagreed the trying judge license and restore the original judge, which is section 304 clause B, and principle under section 302, which is death by hanging. That's it.
Lastly, this case was brought to the federal court, but the federal court hold the same decision with Court of Appeal.
I believe some of you still cannot understand this case properly, but it's okay. Bear with me because I make it a little simple for you guys to understand it. So, the accused counsel's claim he got hypoglycemia during the offense was committed, which is the accused was in the automatism state. Now, keep that in mind. Automatism state is an act without conscious, or simply say, without any attention, or he lost himself during the offense was committed. Okay? So, the evidence that show he was in the automatism state was not sufficient enough.
And the accused bring intoxication as a alternative defense. This defense was brought during the submission in conclusion at trial court. So, what the court responds?
The court responds by treating this intoxication as a life issue. So, what do you mean by life issue? Life issue means the court must consider this case as soon as possible, right? To make a judgment. So, that's why the trial court reduced the charge of murder into section 300 clause B. The accused still found guilty and got imprisonment for 8 years if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully you guys understand this explanation.
However, the Court of Appeal disagree with the High Court because under Section 300 Clause D stated that the intention for someone to commit in murder was unnecessary, but or because the knowledge itself that the action is extremely dangerous that could lead someone to be charged under murder. And not to mention, the accused intoxicated was voluntary intoxication, which is for under Section 86, just like I said before.
So in the end, the accused charge was restored to his original murder charge, which is Section 302, death by hanging. That's all. Thanks for watching.
I'll try